Look at that. Oliebollen. That's a Dutch treat at New Year's Day. Old and new, as you call it. And I'm going to put some of these on a plate. And now I'm going to make... Let's make a source photograph for a drawing. I need to eat one first. Oh, so good. And in the style of my vlog, I'm just going to make a little drawing, a quick drawing, just for fun, of some of these oliebollen, oil balls, how you pronounce it. So in glorious black and white. And I had some, I did my shopping today. I got some food for this evening. And first I have drawn the oliebollen, oil balls, the plate. I'm used to drawing faces, so drawing a plate is different. Oh boy, I'm wrong here. Oops. I'm sketching the plate. And this is just a quick informal sketch. And in the back you can hear people use fireworks. Actually, an interesting subject, oliebollen, oil balls. And I have now, my channel has grown this year, 10,000 subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing. And all of your likes and comments, they really help grow my channel as well. Some of my plans for the new year are to offer some of my drawings for sale. You will soon hear about that. And I'll just go on with this drawing now. And there are 4 of these oil balls, oliebollen, on this plate. So one by one I'm going to draw them. And they have a sort of sugar sugary, yeah, so you have some sugar on them, so I have to get that effect. Oops, this is my source photograph. And here you see sugar, which is white, so I have to leave that open. Try to get a little bit of the structure of the sugar by adding these dots or little lines, accentuations, I must say. And now I'm going to add some darker tonal values to define that plate. So I have to watch out to what extent I'm going to finish these oliebollen. I just call them oliebollen. You are learning Dutch as you are watching my videos. And going to add some darker areas. Oops, there's something under the paper here. Lesson 1, always check there is nothing under the paper which leaves a certain mark when you draw on top of it. And I'm using a 2B mechanical pencil, 2 millimeters. And I'm using this mixed media canson paper. Some people ask me for that in the comments, so I always say that in the comments. I try to make it a habit to mention it in these videos. And now I'm looking for an interesting composition, really. So now that the plate is getting defined, and the plate is white, but it's slightly darker than the sugar on the oliebollen, as you can see. This area here is lighter than this. Perhaps this is also as light as this, but even this area, lightest area here, seems lighter than this area. So that's tonal values, and adding the right tonal values can bring an extra degree of realism to your drawing. And for the new year, maybe it's interesting if you have any suggestions about what kind of videos you would like to see besides these. put it in the comments. Maybe I can do something with the idea. I think that the main ingredient of my vlogs will always be these kind of drawings, but it's nice to add some tutorials or some video, some thoughts about certain things. Maybe you have a question about art history, maybe that's interesting as well. So put it in the comments if you have an idea or a question about my vlog, or you think, well, I would like to see more of that, so I know a little bit what kind of direction this can go, and that I have some input from you, the viewers. And I want to be careful. This plate should not be totally white, but it shouldn't be too dark as well. I want to leave this open here. So in my mind I have this area that I think, well, I shouldn't make that darker. And now I'm watching for an interesting composition, because this is too round. This here follows the plate, because I had to you know, have a surrounding for the plate, but I don't want this to be the composition, let's say that. So I'm going to work from here. So I want the background not to be too much following the form of the plate. I had to follow the form of the plate a little bit, because I was quickly making it darker. And you know, I have to leave open the whiteness of the plate, so you have to follow that to a certain extent. But now I want to work on this. Listen to that. And now I feel that the background is a little too distracting, so I want to make it more neutral, homogeneous. So I'm just doing this, but it must not become boring. So this area I want to work on a little bit. Yeah. And I want to keep the drawing fresh. I'm approaching a point that I think, well, you can go on and on and on, but I wanted to make a nice little drawing, and I'm going to work a little bit on these oliebollen, but not too much, because I don't want them to lose their freshness, so to speak. I already ate one. So I wanted to add this diagonal direction here to make it a little more dynamic, as if this plate moves to the ground. As if there's some sort of movement almost in it, but it's something I'm thinking of now. So I think I don't want to work too much on this anymore. I think it's nice little drawing. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful 2019, and best wishes for all of you. Thank you. Bye. Oh, there's one shadow I want to add a little bit. And some accentuations for the sugar.